Welcome to this series where we are playing the Dark Faction DLC for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we were exploring this moon, looking for Estrum and Zarcosium. So things are going reasonably well, although I've had a bit of a problem. And full disclosure, this is my second attempt to record this part. The reason being is that I finished off the moon here and travelled to Jargo, wherever it is, 36. Then I went out to Math out here, and as soon as I got into this system, I got to the star okay, but as soon as I got to the planet, or one of the planets, the game crashed, and then I couldn't, like, every time I loaded the game back in again, it just crashed straight away. So luckily, that whenever I play something that's a bit high risk, and as some of you guys have pointed out in the comments, there's a few problems with this DLC. I always make 2 copies of the save game, except for No Man's Sky, because of course you can't do it, to give me a bit of a backup so I can come back. So now I know that there's a bit of a shaky area there. I think what I might be doing is dropping in another save whenever we go to a new system now, because I don't want to have to keep backtracking all the time over and over again, because it's just wasting time that truthfully I haven't got. Now, since the end of the last part, I've done 2 things. First thing is I've recovered a lot more Simulite by going around the ship looking for blocks, because what I would like to do, and we'll do this straight away, is we're just going to add research points. And then we're going to go in here. And what I would like to do is actually recover that Dark Field Neutralizer. It's also interesting. And the other thing I would like to work towards is actually a disruptor cannon. So actually we can get the disruptor cannon as well. Okay, well, so what that does is it opens up this tech here. We've now got a disruptor cannon that we can start to put onto the ship. The problem we may have is the power cores, because I'm running low on titanium. But more importantly, we've now unlocked this neutralizer, and the first thing I want to do is upgrade this one. Okay, we are hooked, so wow, that got a bit bigger as well. So we've now got this as a tier 3. What this does is give us a 90-meter range around here, this core of the ship, and just to show you, I am getting low on titanium. In fact, we got no titanium left at all now. Looks like it's the Zarcosium's going to get a bit shaky as well, so just double check that. Yeah, we could probably make a little bit, but so the quest goes on. Now, another change that I've made, now I need to go up here, is if you watch the previous part, you'd be aware I brought in the MX5E. If we go up to the room, I think we can go through here, can't we? Finally starting to get the hang of the ship. And if I come up to here, what you will see is I've now upgraded the MX5E. I'll show you here. You can see that and what I did is take the 4 tier 4 blocks that were in this ship, in the previous SV, and put it into here. So we've got plenty of capacity to boost the ship up. The other thing I've done is I've put in a shield generator. I've put in a couple of extra generators to compensate for any extra energy, but I'm not convinced it's going to be enough. More importantly, now we've got 2 side mounted plasma cannons. Again, I think this is just going to be the first draft, but I don't really want to waste lots and lots of resources on trying to do too much. I want to shape what I'm doing as we go forward. And so the first thing we're going to do is liberate this planet, because I know I can do it, and I know it's going to be relatively straightforward. The hardest part is actually finding the dark pillar. Now, while we're taking off, like as usual, a big thank you for all comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. And I did get a comment about whether the Dark Faction can actually win. And I'm not totally sure whether it can actually. If we come into here, we've got to go to Jaros 361. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, but what I am going to be very interested to see what actually happens when that square gets to a certain point, because I'm starting to think it's not really a timer, it's more a measure of success. So at the moment the edge is towards the dark faction, but I'm going to be, because I've already taken back some planets. Let me just show you there. Like, if I show you the galaxy, we've already conquered some of these planets in the Talon sector, and you can see we've got lots of kind of in this way. Zaros, I think that's there. Is that it? Switch on the terrains if I can see them. Territories. We've got the Xenos there. That's the Hyperion sector. That's where the dark factor is coming. You can see that Polaris territory has also been kind of contaminated. And then, of course, we've got Xerax territory where the game keeps telling us where to actually go there. So we're just going to fly towards this area here. Now, I did consider flying to the Xerax territory, but one thing I've noticed is they're unfriendly. So I'm not really all that inclined at the moment to be going into Xerax territory. And having to fight both the Dark Faction and Xerax. Where's the planet gone? I thought that was a planet. Sorry. Yeah, we're flying towards the planet. So now one thing I did notice during the first take is if you watch the max speed, sometimes when you get into clouds, the max speed drops down. So I think the effect of the cloud is very dependent on the actual strength of the dark faction that's around you. That doesn't bode well for when we actually get to their home system. Actually, sorry about this, guys. Got titanium here. It's going to be a bit of a difficult choice because I really do need that titanium. I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of all the pillar first. Now, this is a simple pillar, exactly the same as with the before, because as I said, I've already done this part of the video. The only thing I didn't do was stop and mine any asteroids because I wanted to try and push on, but I think I need to review that situation. I think trying to push on and go forward, while it sounds nice, is a little bit risky. For some reason, we don't seem to be breaking through the atmosphere now. Oh, there we are. As some of you pointed out in the comments, it's the DLC does seem to be a little bit glitchy. I think now if we come in the same point as where we were before, the dark pillar should be to the east. Let's see, is there any titanium on this? We've got platinum, don't really need platinum. Magnesium could be nice. Cobalt, gold. No, so we don't have any titanium actually on the planet. The only thing I would, anything I wouldn't mind is promethium, but there's 4 promethium deposits here. Anyway, we're going to fly here. If I find a promethium deposit, stop and mine that, because then I'll be able to give you a demo of the MX5 and why I actually made it. So let's get here. That's platinum. I don't think we really need platinum. Now, if this is still exactly the same as the first time I played, one of these 3 should be the dark pillar. I'm not going to worry too much about the overgrowth at the moment, because what I did was I mined out all that extra simulite, process simulite from within the ship itself. So I've got plenty of that at the moment. Got a feeling the one that's ahead of us is, yeah, there it is. They kind of just suddenly pop up as you get closer. close. And we're now this is actually in quite a rough area, so and this is the reason why I brought in the MX5. Really wish I could find a pair of night vision goggles. That's why in some ways I'm slightly tempted to backtrack into Polaris territory and start liberating the Polaris area a little bit, because we got a chance of actually turn the thrusters off, of finding some POIs or traders where we can maybe get some upgrades and maybe some night vision goggles, because a lot of these planets are quite dark. And what we'll do is just jump straight into the ship. Turn the power on. I'm not going any very far, so whoops. And let's fly over to the pillar. So, because the MX5 is quite small and compact, it can get into these awkward places. So when we go back to collecting Simulite from the overgrowths, see, even this ship, finding a flat space for this ship is a little bit tricky. I think, come on, land please, land. Feeding them up a tree at the moment. That looks a bit better. I did manufacture a couple of more swords just in case, but we're just get straight underneath. Get here. Close the core. It's my pulse rifle. Loads and loads of projectile ammunition. And if you keep pecking away, you can destroy the core. Two. And then we can get rid of that. That purifies another planet. Hello guys. Yeah, I do wonder. Now, I want to kill more of all of these because I want to need more ammunition and a little bit more food and cures. But more importantly, what I'm trying to do is get to level 20, because I've got a couple of what we call it, pulse lasers, but I can't make the ammunition for them just at the moment. So that's another objective that I want. Just have a quick scope round, collect some heart protein as well. Again, it's more XP over actually doing anything. Back to the ship. Thrusters are still on. The problem is we got to find the ship. This ship is becoming very annoying. In fact, you can't. It's right near us and we can't see it. What I'll do is a waypoint. It should tell me where the ship is. It's just the easiest way. That's a recommendation somebody put in the comments actually. Just use the control panel. It's just so dark and dingy. that away. Put this read the salami. We don't really need food and meds. Can go in there. Read those. Raw food. This can go into inputs. And then I think fuel, tiny amount of fuel. Just keep that. I'm going to keep the hot beverage for the moment, just in case, you never know. And then I think I'll just keep that surplus ammunition in the main store, because you never know when we might need it. Right, so that liberates this planet. We'll put the shields on because we're going to be operating in space. It will still get an overload. I mean, I don't know if that's a residual or whether those neutralizers are drawing so much power now. One of it works with the shields. I think I'm going to need to look into that. We may need to put another generator on the ship because there's that risk of thing. So I need titanium. I want to double check. Yeah, we need titanium. And it definitely says we got a titanium asteroid in here somewhere. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fly around and try and find a titanium asteroid. It's going to take a little while, so I'll be back once I actually find the titanium asteroid. Okay, welcome back. I've picked up a zirconium asteroid. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm not going to turn it down simply because it's well, I've got a feeling that with all the power cores and all what we're going to need, I think a nice strong supply of zirconium is going to be quite useful. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to go up and bump into it, and then I'm just going to mine out this zirconium asteroid, and I'll be right back. Looks like we've got some hostiles coming in actually. There's that overload when the shields are regenerating. Don't like that at all. Okay, so we're just going to level off here. Just get into position. Battle drone. Okay guys, welcome back. I've got an EVA suit on and it tells me I'm now too cold. So I think it's time to kind of move on a bit. I mean I've got nearly doubled the amount of zirconium I've had, so I think I've got enough zirconium now to be going on with. So just zoom up a bit, get down into the cockpit. I don't know why I keep walking past the other one, but thrusters on. I think I've got the majority out of the asteroid, so what we're going to do now is there was another one quite nearby somewhere. Let me just see, way behind me. And what I'm going to do now is look for a titanium asteroid. I'm absolutely sure there was another one quite close by. There's the cobalt. Let me just see. There's one there, just there. We'll head for him first. And I don't want to pass up an opportunity. So we're going to fly towards him. It's also quite interesting if you look up, and I spent about 10 minutes actually mining that zirconium, and the square at the top now seems to have stopped with a very small little gap, and it doesn't seem to be advancing anymore. So I'm starting to wonder whether maybe that is an indication of how much of the galaxy is actually occupied rather than some kind of countdown timer. That's a Neo. I don't think I really need Neo at the moment. Got 1200 ingots of Neo, so just gonna fly back that way. You can see we've got 15 odd kilometers. There's a ship in that area as well, so we may need to be a little bit careful. So just gonna fly back in that direction, and I'll see you once I get into that area there. Okay, welcome back. I found a Prometheum asteroid, but I don't really want to risk mining that. It's the titanium I want, and there's a couple of... That's just a drone coming, so... it looks like we've actually got... we found the titanium asteroid. That's what I really want. We've got a pirate ship 17 kilometers away. Hopefully we should be able to mine that fairly carefully. I think what we will do is we'll level the ship off, get to maneuvering, and I want to kind of align the ship so if our friend there starts to arrive, we will have, and I would like to get as... I don't really want to be on the outside if I can help it. I'm actually going to leave the thrusters on as well, I think. I could put some fuel in. Hardly worth the effort. Make sure we've got a full complement of fuel. I want to be... These are too low to be able to... I want to be... Where's the asteroid? A little bit too far away, really. We get in a bit closer. Down a bit. I want to be right up against that. I can literally mine it without being too far away from the ship. Okay. What I did do while I was mining the what we call it, the Zarcosium, is I was using the ordinary drill because we're not in dark space at the moment, so I was just going to try and get as much of this titanium as possible. Again, I'll be right back once it's done. Okay, I've kind of emptied out this deposit on this side. How much titanium have we got now? 93. There we go. Stack it up a bit. I want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. No, cancel. And 1, 2, 3, 5 of those. We've already got... Oh, God. For some reason I've got 7 of those. 8, 9. Cancel that. We've got 10 of those, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. Just while those are going, just to see if there's any more titanium close by. Got that little bit there which refuses to be mined. No, I think that's enough, guys. So I think we've got enough to be going on with. We can always pick up some more. I don't want to spend the whole part finding that. Actually, one thing I did want to do is we're gonna, where's the thingy? We should be able to want to upgrade these as well. That's it. Right, this is the point where we're going to be flying to another system, and this is the point where I'm actually going to make a backup. So we're just going to drop a save, because invested a lot of effort into getting this far, and I want to go to another planet in this system. We know that's a bad one. Okay, we're going to risk the Kenny 2. And we're going to fly this way. What we got here. So we got 2 planets here. I do wonder, let's have a look, info panel. It's a temperate planet. Doesn't have a lot on it. Nor does this. So oh, we got some titanium. So it's indicating some titanium on that planet. Hopefully the game won't crash. So here we are. Let's scan. Let's see what we got in this system. Cobalt, Sathium, Zirconium, and Pentaxid. Another pretty good planet to just build up to speed. Turn off the power. Now I'm going to fly towards the planet. It's not that far away, but what I want to do is pay a little bit of attention to the max speed, because when I was flying to the planets before, I did notice that the speed can drop down if the density of the dark matter, but of course I've now upgraded 2 of our neutralizers to the highest level, so that might actually have an impact, and hopefully we will have, yeah, we got enough to act as a neutralizer for something else as well. So just going to come down on the planet. I'm just going to break through. So here we are, we're breaking through onto the planet, so we should be okay now. Got lots of resources. We've got Talon here. We got resource wise here. Got 12 methium, 15 titanium, magnesium would be good, carbon, cobalt. It's a big planet, but it's got lots and lots of potential on it. It's going to take a little while to actually explore it, unfortunately. So I've got a feeling this could turn into another resource mining hub, because I'm not actually seeing any growths, but that could be down to the fact that this is a very large planet. So, right, found a small Promethium here. We've got 12 Promethium, so I'm not going to stop for that one. We're just going to keep going for the moment and see what we can find. I need the overgrowths. It'd be really nice to, it'd be brilliant to be able to liberate this planet and then spend a little bit of time working through it. So let's get into this area here. Gold, we've got an engine compartment. Nothing. Thrusters off. Not thrusters, sorry. Turrets. Silicon. A submerged tank would be nice. My engine compartment. But we're not even getting a sniff of any overgrowths. So I'm just going to keep pushing out and see what I can find. Okay, welcome back. I found a submerged tank. I'm not going to pass this up because it might, there's a remote possibility that we may get a, what we call it, some night vision goggles. So I'm certainly going to check out that. So just going to jump down here. Of course, and normally these will contain spiders. I can hear spiders, but these aren't spiders. They're these guys. Come on. We trigger you. Actually spawned an egg in. That seemed a bit strange. Just put this in the loot store for the moment. We got a few bits and pieces, but not what I was hoping for. Oxygen boost, mobility boost. Oh, we got a drill laser. Yes. HP. Well, we got some loot. A little bit disappointed. Not what I was exactly expecting, but I'll take it. Right, what we're going to do now is get out of here. Look for the suture rebuild. I'm just going to jump up. Also take the herbal leaves on the way through for the XP. And get back into the ship. I think that disruptor cannon should be made now. There it is there. I think what we'll do is we'll just go up onto the top of the ship and see what, just deploy one just to see what is required, because I think some the CV, if we put them on the forward mounting, because we're going to be, oops, sorry, actually we'll turn the turrets on. We'll start here. And the shield's off. Now, where is it? Well, there it is. Okay, it looks a bit weedy inside of that area there. Don't know if I've got any blocks. Let's store. These are SV blocks. Okay, looks like we're going to have to make the blocks to fill that little bit of a gap in. Right, let me just to inputs. We're just going to make 9 blocks. We got the safe in plates, haven't we? So we go. Do I need combat steel blocks or hardened steel blocks? How many safe in plates have I got? 88. Okay, we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to make those 9 blocks and then that way. Right. Even the center. I'm going to create a triangle and then we can put this thing on the top like that. And then just put in the rest. Like that. We got our first kind of weapon. Obviously no idea what we need for ammunition, but that's okay. I think what I wouldn't mind doing is sort this out. What is my settings for? I think we'll change the settings for this. I think I need to sort these, so that's that there. We've got add to group, class group. I think we'll just add you to the general turret group, I think. So that is now part of that turret. So we need to change this again. Add to group. And what we need now is to look at the. So we need disrupt to cannon. Mod of CV modified. Let me just get inside the ship. Weapons. What ammunition? This is disruptor cannon BA modified CV. No, this is elemental plantaxid again. Okay, well, how many do we get for this? Output count 120. I think just make one just to make sure we got the right capability. That in overnight. You in there. Make those. inputs. Right. Where's our backup ammo? If we put you in there, will that make any difference? Okay, we've got 120 now. So we've got a capability. I'm aware that I'm probably running out of time on this video, so I'm just going to have one more go to see if we can find the tower. Or pillar, sorry, I keep saying tower. And if not, what I'll do is I'll search for it off camera, because we kind of covered a fair amount, but not that much. So we're just going to come here. The Talon are neutral. Snoop over here, because of course that will give us some more XP. Also something just there. Longhouse, got 3,300 XP for that. And another one. In fact, I think what I'll do is just curve back this way and oh well, but we're inside Talon territory, so we don't want to upset the Talon. We need to be some friends with this capability. I'm not seeing it, but there's a lot of planet here. So here we are, we're coming up on the next Talon settlement. We've got 4,000 odd XP for that. Destroyed by another 2,400. And we've now reached level 18. I don't think that unlocks anything of great interest, to be honest. Well, we got a plasma cannon, but I don't need a plasma cannon. We still got to get to that level there. You can see these are kind of way off the chart here, so anyway, I'm just going to keep at it, guys, for another little while, and I'll give you an update at the end. Okay, we're just coming up on the overgrowth. It hasn't popped in as a pillar, so I'm just gonna put down here, I think, just to finish the video. So ready. Now there's the overgrowth just over there, so away we go. I just had a feeling that I'd walked over I think we're getting a little bit tougher because I'm I think that one was a little bit tougher than okay, we can engage. Yep, I think these guys were actually doing a bit of damage, so I think he's getting a little bit tougher than the last lot. Just put this into the loot box. A little bit more of the Simonite here as well. Be going on with. Yeah, I think this one was a bit more worth doing. And just grab you. Okay, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do off camera is keep exploring the planet, and I will start mining out these deposits to get more promethium and what else do we want? The magnesium would be nice, and the titanium, maybe a little bit more cobalt, and more importantly I'll see if I can actually find the pillar, and then in the next part we'll start by taking down the pillar and make it moving forward with some progress. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.